Assalamu alaikum everyone, hope you're all doing good. We are on Unit 5, Perseus and the Gorgon. We took the story yesterday and according to our today's lesson planner, we have part A, question number 1, 2 and 3. Question number 1 is the oral discussions, so you need to answer them by yourself. If you need any help, you can take the help from the answers that are attached to the lesson planner. Now we are on question number 2. Let's read the question number 2, which is put the following in their correct order and put said or asked in the end, and after that use the correct name that the sentences has been said about after each. First, what we are going to do, we are going to read all the sentences, then we are going to complete the sentences, and in the end we will arrange the sentences in the order. So let me read the first sentence. How can I get rid of this irritating man? Oh Perseus, don't you know our customs? Be cunning as well as brave. You have it, you fool. Go to the northern shore. Bring me the head of Medusa. So these were the statements or questions. Let's see who has said these statements, who have said all of these statements. First of all, we will complete them and then we will arrange them in order. Alright, here we go. How can I get rid of this irritating man? Said Polydectes. So this statement was said by Polydectes when he wanted to get rid of Perseus. Oh Perseus, don't you know our customs? Asked one guest. This statement was said by one of the guests when he went to the banquet, when he went to the party. Bring me the head of Medusa, said Polydectes. Obviously this statement was said by Polydectes when he wanted Perseus to cut down Medusa's head. Go to the northern shore, said Athena. This statement was said by Athena before Perseus was about to leave for northern shore. Be cunning as well as brave, said Athena. This statement was also said by Athena when Perseus was about to leave. She wanted him to be brave as well as cunning. And the last one is, you have it, you fool, said the second witch. This statement was said by one of the witches when they had an eyeball in their hand. So this is what you're going to do in this question. You will use said and asked in all of these sentences, and let's arrange them in the correct order. So try to arrange the sentences, the statements like this. The first one will be A, part A. How can I get rid of this irritating man? The second one will be part B. Third one will be F. Fourth one will be E. Fifth one will be C. And the sixth one will be D. So this is how we have arranged the statements according to the story. Let's move towards question number 3 now. Question number 3. Answer the following questions with reference to the context. Let's see what is the context that has been given. Use your brain as well as your strength, Perseus. Question number 1. Who says this to Perseus? Who was the one who spoke this statement to the Perseus? So this statement was said by Athena when she wanted Perseus to be brave as well as cunning before he will travel towards the cave of Medusa. Second part is, what does Perseus do that shows he uses his brain? What were the things that he did, or what were those actions that show us that Perseus actually uses his brain? He notices how important the eye is to the witches and takes it. First of all, when he wanted to know where was the nymphs, so what did he do? He took the eyeball from the witches, and using that eyeball, he asked the witches, and uses that eyeball, he tricked the witches and asked them where the nymph was. So this was one of the useful trick. He used his brain there. And the second thing he did, that he used the shield as the mirror so that he does not look directly at Medusa. I told you that whoever used to look into Medusa's eyes was used to turn into stone. So that's why before killing her, he used his shield and he did not look into Medusa's eyes directly. Instead, he used the shield and saw the reflection of Medusa's face and then killed her. Part 3 is, what does Perseus do that shows he uses his strength? What were those actions that show us that he actually uses his strength now? First of all, what he did, he chopped off Medusa's head. He cut off her head using using his sword with a swift blow, very fast. So this one of these actions showed his strength. And secondly, he defeated the sea monster while saving Andromeda. So that's also showed his strength. So these were the two actions that were showing us his actual strength. First of all, killing Medusa, and second one, saving Andromeda from the sea monster. Now the second context is, I will fight the monster and save you, he promised. Let's see what's the first part. Who said these words and to whom were they spoken? Answer is that Perseus to Andromeda. So Perseus said this statement, and to whom? Andromeda. To Andromeda. He said this statement to Andromeda. Now part 2 is, when were these words spoken? What was happening around, or what was the time when these words were spoken? And the answer is that when Perseus is on his way home, when he was returning after killing Medusa, he spoke these words when he saw Andromeda near the sea monster, and she was stuck in the rocks. So he said, I will fight the monster and save you, he promised. And the last one is, what was the reaction of the person who heard these words? So she tells him to be careful and calls him a brave one. So when he told these words to Andromeda, Andromeda simply said that to be careful, and she calls him a brave one. So in the end, because of his bravery and because of his courage, she calls him a brave one. So this was today's lesson. I hope you understood it. Thank you so much for listening.